I'm just thinking it's I'm sick of this phone, bro. I'm gonna do this. Look, this is what it says.
What the hell?
Why am I be like in middle school? That's gonna happen so quickly.
You're gonna be no good.
Because I'm the same class as
So,
Charles. He's like, just keep when I grade, oh my god, I can't come on. Did I say I'm gonna walk to school rugby? So this kid we got a phone call, and instead of just like him, the teacher giving him a phone call, he put it on speaker. And his mom was laughing because she has really thick accent, so I was like it's like she's yelling at him, it's like the accent through the phone is like wiggly, you know what I mean? It sounds wiggly, so she's like, and with her accent, so like, it was like this. I was just like this in their seats.
wait, whatever flavor that was, I don't want that. It left this.
Yeah, like the jalapeno?
Yeah.
Devil's Revenge.
That was reserved. I think, yo, whoa, that name is crazy as I'm saying it, like, I think I want some more Devil Reserve. Like, whoa, Mo. That was crazy. Couldn't use my mask. It was about to smoke.
Hey, Noah!
I played Noah. My neck, be careful.
Oh.
1, 2, 3. There we go, my neck.
Oh, no! No! She could have hit her head right
Mommy
here.
got death scared there, bro. I was doing that.
Oh, Lord. You know I can't. That's what happened to my baby. Thank God I washed the dishes. Thank God we're using plastic cups. No one use anything absolutely dishes. Just use plastic stuff for today. Let me see this one.
After yesterday, you know, I just love you guys so much. Y'all just know that. Just know that. I'm bringing Uncle Noah. Well, yeah.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Tonight we begin the final stretch. Week 16 starts here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On the ground with a rookie from Auburn. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Goldstein. Only a couple there, so he brought down about the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shuck now to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're scaring at a 4th down. Well done.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fighting him off. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, McCord. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On 3rd down, Gaffney. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCord. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The Vikings have 3-11 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Freeman. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Buffalo 8, here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Operating from the gun, McCord. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. Back deep, Trey Palmer. That's taken on the 25. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw is Shuck. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. The pass caught by Olave. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game you play on Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
3rd down.
Here's Shuck. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's down inside the 5 of the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
New Orleans.
They'll try to run this one right up the gut. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
The 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Sirline connects on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Tuck it down on his side like he had to go. If you don't agree, ask the streets in the big 5 here. You already know. Already know how it go. Already know I got you.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
49-yard line.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. You look at the Saints defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Back to throw. McCord. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. Here's second and 10.
Here we go.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Up the middle they go. Gaffney. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
On the stop. A 2-yard loss brings up third down and 12.
Ready.
From the gun on third down. McCord. He'll try and do this himself. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes not get away.
So they're able to get that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to get every drive with points. Most quarterbacks are always ended with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there, finding him in stride for really good yardage.
To throw now, Shuck. And they take it in by Shaheed.
Shuck's pass complete to Rashid Shaheed. 8 yards on the pickup brings up second and 2 at the 50-yard line.
Now a second and 2. They'll try the left side. Goldstein. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. It gets this complete to Shaheed. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run on first down. Goldstein. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Shuck. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
12 yards to go.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Shuck. He'll try and do this himself. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
Shuck to throw for it on 4th. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Open man there is Malone. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing, Shuck. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. And the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
18. 18 Cardinal. 18.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point forthcoming.
Up for the extra point.
And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. Level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A good first down call as the screenplay gets a 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Complete to Olave on the out route. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
Gain of 4 yards. And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd down and a yard. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Malone. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Circle and good with a PAT. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Go.
Looking to throw. McCord. He's going to look deep here for Ward. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Open man, that's Felton. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal. Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Well, they're down only 1 score. Still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that one too high and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish a running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
1 yard gain.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
Ready, set. Ready. Panther 6.
Operating from the gun, McCord. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule it out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken from just outside the 30. That was a punt of 32 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
38-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
18 Cardinal. Go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and they'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes right up frame him in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Saints first down.
From the gun, Shuck. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Goldstein. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 1. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this will be incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And now they'll shift things around. Third down, Shuck from the gun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see a surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage-wise way up, not that time. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Let's go. Go.
They'll drop the throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he will slide to a hold at the end of that one. A good decision in the end to pull and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
This offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
18 Cardinal.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Sideline connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's another.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. McCord. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now they'll audible to something else. Up the middle they go. Gaffney. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
18, Rattler, 18, let go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This is caught by Addison. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being...
There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
They'll try and throw for it. Now he's going to step up and run. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. To throw is Shuck. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shuck now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. 2nd and 10. To the air again. Here's Shuck. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Saints on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Here's Shuck. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Goldstein. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. To throw now, Shuck. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Slot man moves right. Off the play fake, Shuck. Now he'll tuck this and run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the deep blanket his receivers. That's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. His carries tonight, they're not getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come touchdown.
Juwan Johnson from 6 yards away. And the Saints are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. McCord. That's complete to Ward. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Back to throw. McCord. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Operating from the gun, McCord. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now they'll change things up. Off play action. McCord will try to pick it up himself. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
7 yards.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Throwing, shot. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken right around the 44. They call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
60 Bobcats, 60. Get it. Viking 18.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now Shuck. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Shuck. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Buffalo 18, down, go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Saints are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them.
Chill.